Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Amy. Thank you so much for joining me. I have another ship with me video to share with you. These are sales from over the weekend, and today is February 18th, Tuesday, the day after President's Day. I have 4 things to ship out. It wasn't really a great weekend. My sales in general have just been in the dump. So just staying hopeful that they turn around and continuing to list new items. Okay, so the first item that sold is this vintage necklace. I believe that this is Bohemian glass from like the 1920s or 1940s, but I'm really not certain. And I did indicate that in the listing that I wasn't positive about this. Well, this sold for $75, which is a pretty great amount. I am really happy with that. Let's see, here I go overthinking my packaging as always. But I'm really happy with that $75 sale price. And I picked this up for $5 at an estate sale. So that makes me even happier about the sale price. That made, after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $55. That is really wonderful. And I'm really not sure if I left money on the table for this or if I got a really great price for it. But either way, I am happy with that $55 profit. And I don't think it took a terribly long time to sell. I'm having trouble remembering, but maybe 4 to 6 months. So, you know, in the scheme of how quickly my items sell, that's really not too bad. And I apologize if I sniffle at all. I have got the crud again. It was only 2 months ago that I was sick last, but I think last time it was a sinus infection, and I suspect that I might have COVID this time actually because my sense of taste and smell has not been there at all. Anyways, I'm on the mend. The next item that sold is this really cute Kate Spade purse. This is brand new with tags, and I picked this up last year at the Faircourt Rodeo Princess fundraiser sale, and my average cost of goods for that sale was only $2, and this sold for $75. It did take almost a year to sell, so really not a super quick sale, but still a nice profit of $58. So you can assume for the rest of the video that when I say my profit that I am deducting any website fees, my cost of goods, and any shipping discounts. Also, you want to be sure to watch all the way to the end because I always have interesting and unique items, and hopefully you can learn some new things to keep your eyes out for when you're out thrifting. My sales from over the weekend aren't that great, but you never know. It typically turns around for me during the week. Let's see. Can't remember which box I got out for which item. The next 2 items I got at the same estate sale, which I think is kind of interesting. So the first item is this pair of Merrell kind of hiking sneakers. And I got 2 pairs. I can't remember. These are the women's size 10 that I got. And everything at that sale, well, all the shoes and clothing was $5 a piece. They sold for $39. I'm not sure if I could have gotten a higher price for these, but I have been very motivated to sell stuff, number one, and to turn and burn items that are newer. So I think these took less than a month to sell. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, I'm not sure, but I'm happy to, you know, move them through. And I do think these, so I had these listed at $49. And I have my Posher BA pretty much turned off right now. I'm trying to do some manual activity to see if that is somehow affecting the algorithm at all. And I do feel like it kind of helped a little bit over the weekend. Anyways, I got a like on these and I sent out a 20% off offer with discounted shipping for that $39. So that made my profit $26.20. I think that's great for, you know, a relatively quick flip. And then the next item is this Carhartt flannel plaid kind of shacket, and it is fleece lined. It is men's size XXL. Like I said, I got it at that same estate sale, so I paid $5 for it. This also sold relatively quickly. I did accept an offer on it for $26. I don't know if maybe I could have gotten slightly more again for it, but I really didn't think it was, you know, a super special piece that I needed to hold on to and hold out for top dollar on. And you know, when the sales aren't coming in and the cash ain't flowing, you know, you just kind of have to pick your battles about which items you're going to hold out for more on. So I will say that this person offered me $20 on this, and I think I had it listed for 44 or 45, something like that. And I did not accept the 20. I counter offered with 26, and they accepted that. So I felt like 20 was a little bit too low considering the comps on this, which I think were in the $25 to $40 range. Anyways, it sold. I paid $5. That made my profit $15.80. Not a home run, but you know, a sale is a sale. And I don't know what is going on. I am watching some other resellers, and it's looking like people are experiencing slow sales and lower dollar sales, or they're having to accept lower prices to make sales. Maybe I'm just saying that to make myself feel better. I'm not sure. But we just got to keep on keeping on, because I know after being in this business for 13 years that there are slow times and there are crazy busy times. Sometimes it's terrible, sometimes it's wonderful, and you just have to ride the waves and save when you have wonderful sales so that you are prepared to weather the storm for these slow times like this. Speaking of weathering the storm, we have had finally some really cold winter weather. It got down to like 10 degrees. Well, cold for our area, 10 degrees, and we had a ton of snow, but it has warmed up. Yesterday it started warming up, and by the weekend next weekend we're supposed to have highs of 59 or 60. So 10 degrees to 60 degrees the next weekend is pretty crazy, but that's kind of common for where I live. Don't go anywhere. This video will continue with what else I sell this week. I will be right back. Oh, also, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Those things really, really help me out. Okay, thanks. Hey again, it's Saturday, and my oh my, it has been a really crappy week. I cannot even believe how slow my sales have been. As of Friday, yesterday, I only had one sale. So I went through and I sent out 30% off offers on every item in my closet. And that generated 3 sales. I think 2 of them, they made a counter offer on my 30% off, and I just accepted it. I did get a few, probably 3 or 4 other offers that were absolutely terrible, like 60, 70% off my asking price, and I did not accept those. You know, while it is the season of sales, I am, you know, only going to accept offers within reason. So the first sale is this fun little short set. So there's this little top and this matching set of shorts. Isn't this adorable? This has little tigers on the front, and it is by Carolyn Constas, which is a somewhat designer brand. It is new with tags. I picked it up at the my local Marshall's yellow tag sale, and I think it was the summer. Yeah, it was the summer one. And I only paid 20 bucks for this. This brand can have a high retail on some of the items. I'm not sure what the retail was on this, but it ended up selling for 70. I had it listed for 200, so maybe I did look up what the retail was and I've just forgotten. But it's been listed for 4 to 6 months, and I really hadn't had any significant interest in it, so I went ahead and accepted that $70, seeing as I had only paid 20. So that made my profit $36. I'm happy with that, ready to move it along. I didn't know really what to think when I purchased it, but I just really liked it. Had it been my size, I would have kept the shorts and sold the crop top, but I couldn't seem to find it in my size. Anyways, you know, it's gone. It's a sale. Let's see, what's next? I'm a little discombobulated. The next item is this Western belt buckle NFR. I can't remember where I picked this up. I think maybe it was on a belt or in a lot of other things. It ended up selling for $23, I think with discounted shipping. I paid about $3 for it. So that made my profit $15.40. There's a couple not so amazing sales here, but it is what it is. And I guess right now you just got to take what you can get. The next item is this North Face camera bag, and it's kind of padded and hard-sided. I picked this up at the Goodwill, and you know, initially I picked it up because it's North Face, and then I looked it up and there were some really good comps that I saw, but it has been listed for, I don't know, 6 or 8 months, and it had not sold. It ended up selling for $35, which I guess is fine considering I paid $5 for it. So that made my profit $23. I was ready to move it along because it had been listed a little while. And maybe the comps that I saw were old comps, or actually also, I think this might have been missing one of the strap parts to it. So maybe that's why I wasn't able to get as much for it. But I'm happy it found a new home. And I'm considering doing some sort of listing challenge next week or the week after. I've said this before and I haven't done it, but I really feel like I need, well, this sales week is giving me the motivation that I need to do a listing challenge. Something's got to change because I can't have sales weeks like this forever. Otherwise, I won't be doing this anymore. But you know, it gets hard to stay positive when you continue to have slow sales. And I know I have had some decent sales weeks previously, but, you know, it's like one larger item, which I guess I shouldn't complain about. A sale's a sale. But when it's so slow and you have so few things going out, even if your dollar amount is enough, it kind of gets to you. I'm sure you guys understand. So the next item is this fun vintage woven belt. It's black with silver and gold. This ended up selling for $20. This was one of the items that I sent out those 30% off offers, and then this buyer counter offered me with 20. This has been listed a little while, and I think it was kind of a little bit smaller size. And I have been motivated to accept offers on my belts, reasonable offers, just because they haven't been quite as, you know, haven't been selling quite as good as they used to. Although I am seeing a lot of trend reports saying that belts are trendy. So I don't know if there's just more competition or if I'm not, you know, I don't have the right kind of belts for sale. Anyways, did I say they sold for $20? I paid about $3, so that made my profit $13. I think that because this video is going to be so short, I am going to tack on my haul from the Rodeo Princess Fill the Bag sale, because I didn't get much footage at that sale, and then the haul portion is just about 10 minutes, and I really like to have longer videos. I feel like the YouTube algorithm favors those for me. I'm not sure, but that will be probably tacked on after I share what my dismal sales were for the week. So my total sales were $363. I think this is one of the worst weeks I've had in almost a year, maybe in over a year. I don't know. My total cost of goods is $48, and my total profit is $242.40. I sold a total of 8 items, making my average sale price $45.38. That's pretty good. Thank goodness it's that, you know, because if I had a $20 average sale price for 8 items, it'd be even worse. My average cost of goods per sale was $6, and my average profit per sale was $30.30, which is over my minimum goal of $25 profit per item. So I'm going to try and focus on those positive, you know, aspects. And also, you know, I do need to remind myself that I was not nearly as active over the last 2 months as I normally would have been. And so that all, you know, that all trickles down. When you aren't consistently active in putting in the work, your sales will follow and trickle off. So we will see. I have been listing daily, but not a lot, you know, maybe 2 to 4 items a day, which really for a full-time reseller is not enough or a lot. So let's see if I do this listing challenge and, you know, really go gung-ho with listings, if it results in sales. That's always, you know, I can be the guinea pig for you guys so that I can convince you that putting in the work and listing lots of new items makes a difference. I am really going to try and do at least half of my goal, which I'm not sure what it's going to be. It might be 100 items, to do at least half of my goal on Chairish, because I really need to revive that over there. I haven't had many sales. Last week, someone commented and said that they couldn't see my desk as well anymore. Was that just in one of the recent videos when I had the screen behind me, or are you guys not able to see what I'm doing? I tried to move it back. Let me know if I didn't really notice that there had been a change, but I did kind of adjust things. So I'll try and make sure that that's moved back so you guys can see me packaging if that's important to you. Don't go anywhere. This video will continue with something else, and I really appreciate your guys' support, and I hope all our sales turn around again soon. Okay, be right back. Today I have a little thrift haul for you. Our fair rodeo court princess and queen have a fundraiser sale every year, and I've been going for a couple of years. Typically, I score really big at this sale. I have found some really amazing things in the past, and I found some pretty good things this time, but not quite as good as usual. Part of that was because I didn't have quite as much time. I had just had surgery and I couldn't carry my own bags, so my husband was there carrying my bags for me, and so I was trying to be a little more selective about what I picked up. Plus, I have a ton of inventory already. So, you know, I think it's okay that I didn't get quite as much. And they do have multiple of these sales each year. So hopefully the donation for the next sales is better. Okay, let's get started though. I usually find some pretty great Western style pieces here. And as you can tell, I love Pendleton and kind of Western inspired. So it's always fun for me. The first item is this really great handbag. It looks to be handmade, and it has like a little, I don't know if that's a wood or bone button, but I thought this was a really good piece. Oh, I ended up spending a total of $70 for everything. So it's a fill the bag sale in the way that there's nothing's priced. You just put everything in a bag and then you go up to the front and they either tell you a price or you just make a donation. So I did not pick up any clothing at this sale. I just have really realized that I am not motivated to list clothing, and I have so much already that I tried to focus on shoes. The next item is just this pair of Merrell sandals. I picked these up because I do well with this brand. These were in quite nice condition. You know, I don't think that these will be a home run, but maybe in the $25 to $30 range for those. I also got a couple pairs of Danceco's. Both of these pairs need to be cleaned up a little bit, but I thought these were pretty cute and overall in good condition for the price. Danceco is kind of having a resurgence for me, and especially with the sandals, I typically get a little bit more. So I'll hope to get in the $30 to $40 range for these with that kind of fun detail. The other pair is kind of a more Western look, and these just need to be cleaned and have some leather polish put on them. As you can see, except for the dirt, the soles are in good condition inside and out. These are a size 38. I did not say what the sizes on the other shoes were. These are a size 41. And the Merrells are a size, it looks like they're a size 9. Oh, this was a great find, a pair of, what is it, Hoka running shoes. These were in pretty good condition. They do have some wear right here, but overall the rest of the tread is really nice, and these are a men's size 12. So I don't think that this brand is quite as good as it once was, but I'll still hope to get in the $40 range for these. I also picked up this Patagonia kind of sling messenger bag. Again, Patagonia is not quite what it used to be, and this does have quite a few marks on it. All of this really needs to be cleaned up. I just didn't have the chance yet. I didn't check comps. Some of the older Patagonia bag styles that are discontinued, people really like them, and so you can get decent prices for them. So I'll hope for about $40 for this. Of course, like I said, I'll look up comps, and if they are higher, I will price it higher. Another Patagonia kind of sling bag. And there is one Patagonia bag called the Atom Sling, ATOM, and it holds its value really well, and I've sold one of those I think in the $60 or $80 range. This one does have quite a bit of wear on it, so this may be more like a $20 or $30 item. Typically I get some really great cowboy boots at this sale, but we were one of the first ones in, and there were really not any specific cowboy boots. If there were a couple pair, they were just really, really worn out. But I did think these were quite cool. They do look like they have been resold, so someone really liked them, but the leather is really high quality. I thought the look was really cool. I could not see a size or a brand on these, but if I find that, I will put it in the listings. This is the other pair of cowboy style boots that I got, and I just thought these were really pretty and nice too, kind of simple styling, really nice leather. And these do say made in Italy, size 39. So I can't quite make out what that brand is, but I'll have to do some more research on these because these are quite nice looking. And oh, I'm a size 39. I wonder if these will fit me. We'll just have to see once I do research on that brand. But I'll hope for at least $40 to $50 on these. Oh, and it's kind of a rush when you're there, you know. People are just grabbing stuff and sticking it in their bag. So I saw this hanging on the kind of handbag display, and I just grabbed it without even looking at the bag inside. And it didn't turn out to be that great of a pickup because, as you can see, it is quite worn. So I think I am either going to dismantle this and piece out the parts, because it does have some really nice parts on it, or I might just put it up in our Buy Nothing group locally, and I can always use extra dust bags for the other Coach bags that I sell. So I'm going to keep the dust bag. These were kind of a curious thing for me because I have done some research and I haven't been able to find any more information on them. They are smart wool, which if you're not familiar with this brand, you want to look it up because the pieces from this brand typically sell really well. But I can't tell if these are meant to be slippers or actually outdoor boots. And I looked up all different kind of ranges of keywords. I used Google Lens and I couldn't find anything like this. So if you know anything about this line from Smart Wool, I would love to know because I would like to, of course, get the best price for them. And I just thought they were really cute. And overall, they're in pretty good condition. They do have some kind of cracks at the back here, but not too bad. And then I'm not usually one to pick up holiday decor, but they had this bucket of holiday decor and it had some of these painted wooden ornaments, and they looked like that German brand. What is it? Urgebirge? I think that's how you say it. I don't know for sure. But some of the pieces from that brand, or sometimes just vintage Christmas ornaments, can go for decent amounts. Some of them are really fun little vintage ornaments. And you guys know that I love vintage. Like, look at this one. Isn't she cute? Look at all of the detail on that. So we will see. I may just put these all up together because I probably won't be motivated to list them one by one. A little nutcracker. Oh, and I almost forgot, the piece de resistance is a vintage chrome lamp. Whenever I am at these types of sales, I do 2 or 3 swoops of the entire sale to make sure that I don't miss anything. And on my third go round, I saw this lamp. It's a floor lamp, and they had it up on a table. And like I said, I'll put in video and some comp information on it. You guys will not believe what people have this lamp listed at. And I really think it will end up being the bulk of kind of my cost, because it is, some people have it listed for like $900 to $2,000. However, I think it will be very hard to ship, and in order to achieve that price, I do think that I would have to list it online and ship it. So I will likely actually list it locally, like on Facebook Marketplace for local pickup, and also list it on my business Facebook page. And I think I will probably price it more in the $300 to $400 range. But it is just a super cool piece, and I knew it was really cool when I was there and picked it up, but I did not realize how great of a designer piece that it was. And my poor husband had to carry it around, and it kept banging him in the leg. But he ended up being a really good sport. In one of my Shop With Me videos, I mentioned that he was well behaved at the sale, and a lot of you guys thought that was really funny. You know, you never know when you are getting your spouse to kind of do something that they don't really like to do, if they are going to be a good sport about it or if they're going to be a brat. And sometimes he can be bratty, but this day he was really, really great. So unfortunately, like I said, it wasn't quite as good as it normally is, but a lot of you guys really were eager to see the haul, so I wanted to share it here for you. I will work on getting all of these cleaned up and listed. I am quite a ways behind on my listing. But if you see anything that you are interested in, let me know in the comments down below and I will prioritize listing it for you. As always, I have my Poshmark closet linked in the description box below. And I appreciate your guys' support so much. If you enjoy my videos and if you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you would subscribe, ring the bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And if you could give my video a thumbs up, all those things really help me out. And I will see you guys all again soon. Thanks so much for watching.